Launching a startup is a long journey with many difficulties, but it gets easier with a friend, MyCTOfriend. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the CTO Tips. We are here today to talk about what is a framework. It's very often when founders and developers talk about a framework in order to develop a good software for your startup. But a framework is just some piece of software that already exists and that provides some helps to your developers. It also helps your developer to follow the same guideline in terms of structure of code. So let me just draw a couple of lines to help you understand this concept. If you want to start developing a new software, you will need to create some source code file with many lines. But if you want to build an entire software, maybe we're going to talk about 10,000 line, which is it's huge, a huge project, and it can take many months to develop this software. Now, if we start from the idea that on the web, we already have thousands or millions of developers that already done kind of the same kind of source code. Maybe we should be able to reuse this part and to integrate that, make a copy, and create your own software based on what already exists. And now, instead of developing everything and having to develop 9K line, maybe you're going to reuse 9,050 line and only develop for yourself 500. What about that? And it's going to be very fast. And you know, the best is that if you have one developer one day who's coming and works on this project, and maybe another day, another developer is coming back, he will already know all that source code. So they will follow the same path, the same guideline, and the same way of developing your software. So now, let me just share with you few frameworks. The one that is very well known in startup ecosystem is Symfony. Symfony is based on the language PHP. Just to know that this is one of the most used software and a framework in terms of startup development. The other one, which is well known, is called Ruby on Rails. This is one of the best framework in terms of structure of code. That's very interesting, but it's less used than Symfony 2, in fact, Symfony 2. And another one that I can share with you is Django. Django is based on another language which is called Python. Well-known framework too, very easy to use. And basically, all these frameworks are, if your developer uses these kind of frameworks, that means that they know what they do, and usually, and they're going to build something that is, it's a good product for a long term. And that's very good way for you, instead of just starting from scratch and developing a software from nothing. I really highly recommend you to use this kind of framework like Symfony, Ruby on Rails, or Django to develop your startup. So I hope it was helpful, and I look forward to see you inside MyCTOfriend, where you will find much more good practice in order to build a very great startup. See you there, and bye for now.